Hi everyone, welcome again to Glen Tutorials. If you remember in the previous lecture we did a property called as the ratio of areas of two triangles is equal to the ratio of the product of their bases and corresponding heights. You can just have a look at the previous video, lecture 1, and you can just revise that first. We continue today. I'm just going to take one example. If you see this figure I have drawn, okay, there is a triangle ABC, there is APQ and there is ARQ. Okay, we have to find the ratio of area of triangle ABC upon the ratio of area of triangle APQ. Now let's see triangle ABC. See, this is triangle ABC, the entire one. Okay, now what is the base and height of this triangle? The base is BC and the height is AR. So what is the property? Ratio of areas of two triangles is equal to ratio of product of base and corresponding height. So this is equal to base and corresponding height. What is the base? BC, and what is the height? AR. So BC into AR upon APQ. APQ. What is the base? PQ, and what is the height? AR. So here also PQ into AR. If you see here, the heights get erased or cut, so we get BC upon PQ. We can even do this sum as directly. We can write area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle APQ is equal to BC upon PQ. Reason, we have to write the reason here. Why? Because ratio of areas of two triangles with equal heights is equal to the ratio of their corresponding bases. So when heights are equal, area is equal to base upon base, and when bases are equal, area is equal to height upon height. I had already said this in the previous lecture. We have done two extra properties from the main property in which we have proved that. Now let's take another example. If you see here, there is triangle LMN and we have to find upon area of triangle DMN. LMN, what is the base and height? Base is MN, height is LP. You see, this is the height LP upon DMN. Base is MN and height is DQ. So here what gets erased? MN and MN. So this is equal to LP upon DQ. So here also we can write from here to here directly and give the reason. Ratio of areas of two triangles with equal base is equal to ratio of their corresponding height. So here it was equal height, so it was base upon base. Here it is equal base, common base, so therefore area is equal to height upon height. Extremely important, keep a note here. If I am writing ABC upon APQ, I have to write the base and height related to ABC here and the base and height related to APQ here. If I write this up or this down, totally wrong. Same thing with this. LMN base and height, DMN base and height. If I write DMN is equal to MN into LP, and this here you will say that I have already written base and height, so what's the big deal? No, something related, the base and height related to LMN has to be written up, the base and height related to DMN has to be written down. Suppose you write DMN up and element down, so this goes up and this goes down. Okay, that is the only difference. Let's go to the next sum. Now we are just done with two basic examples so that you will understand well. We will go to practice set 1.1. If you will see the first sum, what is the question? Base of a triangle is 9 and height is 5. Now there is no centimeter and all given, so we keep it as either 9 or 5 and we keep it as units or we keep it blank. Again I am repeating, first sum, practice set 1.1, see your textbook. Base of a triangle is 9 and height is 5. Base of another triangle is 10 and height is 6. Find the ratio of these triangles. Now there is no name given for the triangles. So what we do an assumption. Let the base, height and area of the first triangle be B1, H1 and A1. Base 1, height 1, area 1, and of the second triangle be B2, H2 and A2. So in this we don't need to draw the triangles, we don't need to write separate names for the triangles. We have directly given these denotions, so we can directly start. Now we know that this sums are related to the lecture 1 what we did. Now let's see. Ratio of areas of two triangles is equal to ratio of product of the base and corresponding height. So let's see this. So A1 upon A2, ratio of areas of two triangles. So this is the area of the first triangle and this is the area of the second triangle. Okay. So ratio of areas of the two triangles is equal to ratio of product of their base, so B1 and height H1 upon B2 and height H2. So I hope you all understood till here what I am saying. B1 into H1 upon B2 into H2. Now this A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 into H1 upon B2 into H2. What matter is given to us? Base of a triangle is 9 and height is 5. So one triangle's base is given to us as 9 and height is 5, and base of another triangle is 10 and height is 6. Okay, so this matter is already given to us in the question. So we don't need to worry if 9 and 5 will be here or 10 and 6 will be here. Okay, we have to write the correct pair. Base of the triangle is 9 and height is 5, so 9 here and 5 here and 10 here and 6 here. Now let's sum this up. Now if you see, we can directly do some table. There is here 5 ones are, this 5 twos are 10, this is 3 twos are 6, this is 3 threes are 9, nothing else goes. So 3 ones are is 3, 2 twos are is 4. So anything else? Nothing. Therefore A1 upon A2 is 3 upon 4. Now what we have to find in the question, see the question again, what is given to us? Find the ratio of the areas. A1 upon A2 is 3 upon 4, but we have to write it as ratio. So A1 is to A2 is 3 is to 4. Therefore final answer, the ratio of areas of the triangles is 3 is to 4. Okay, clear? I hope you all understood this sum. Base, height and area we did assumptions. Then we did the formula what is given to us in the property 1, which we did in the lecture 1. Substitution of the numbers, summing up the numbers, final answer, writing in ratio form. Very easy. Okay, let's go to the next sum. I have already drawn the diagram here. Practice set 1.1, the third sum. Very important sum. This can come for either 2 marks or 3 marks, but mostly it will come for 2 marks. If you see, there are two angles here which are 90 degrees, and this is the matter that is given to us. Please check it in your textbook, the third sum. PS is perpendicular to RQ and QT is perpendicular to PR. This is the matter given to us. PS perpendicular to RQ, this ray, and QT is perpendicular to PR. Some more matter is given. RQ is equal to 6 and PS is equal to 6, and one more thing, PR is equal to 12. RQ is equal to 6, PS is equal to 6, and PR, this entire thing is 12. Let's write it down. This is 12, RQ is 6, PS is also given to be 6. What have we to find? We have to find QT. Okay, now let's take this triangle PQR. If you see triangle PQR, this one, PR is the base and QT is the height. Can you see this? PQR, PR is the base, QT is the height. PR base, QT height. So we can apply our first property here. Ratio of areas of two triangles is equal to ratio of product of their base and corresponding height. Area of triangle PQR. We'll take this first, okay, upon what other ratio we'll take. Now if you see triangle PQR, we can even find out and we can check that some other base and height are also there in triangle PQR. If you see triangle PQR, we have one more base, that is QR as the base and PS as the height, because this also is PQR. PQR base and height, and here also PQR base, and here also there is a height. Now you might say this height is outside the triangle. Yes, this is an obtuse angle triangle as well. If you see the interior of PQR, this is acute, but this PQR from here can be taken as an obtuse angle triangle also. So if an obtuse angle triangle is there, the height is always outside the triangle. It cannot come inside the triangle. So here if you see the same triangle PQR, I am writing again because I can interpret it in two ways. First is base into height, that is PR base into height QT, and down again base into height, that is QR base into height is PS. The reason same, ratio of areas of two triangles is equal to ratio of product of their bases and corresponding height. Now if you see PQR and PQR, same thing here, so we can cut this, so we get 1 is equal to PR into QT upon QR into PS. Okay, now let's cross multiply this, because since we got 1 here, QR into PS is equal to PR into QT. So now let's substitute whatever values we have. Do we have QR? Yes, we have 6. Do we have PS? Yes, we have 6. Do we have PR? Yes, we have 12. Do we have QT? No, we have to find that. Okay, so simple. So therefore 6 6 is 36 equal to 12 into QT. So therefore 36 divided by 12, this comes down, is equal to QT. Therefore QT is equal to 12 into what is 36? 3. So therefore QT is equal to, either keep it as 3 or we write 3 units. So I hope you all understood this sum also. Is a simple sum. The matter what is given I wrote here. I interpreted PQR in two ways, because here there is an acute as well as there is an obtuse angle triangle. There is an acute angle triangle, and there is from outside, if you see, it's an obtuse angle triangle as well. So PQR upon PQR, base into height, and here base into height. Reason. After that, since this is the same, we cut it 1, cross multiply, substitute the values. 12 3s are 36. So our answer is 3 units. Okay. Now let's go to the next sum of this practice set 1.1. Let's go to the fifth sum. If you see the fifth sum, it's a very easy sum, but a bit tricky. Let me draw the diagram. A, P, B. Okay, simple. Now here we have to directly find out certain values. What all is given to us? That PQ is perpendicular to BC and AD is perpendicular to BC. Let's start finding out fatafat. We have to find the first thing, what area of triangle PQB upon area of triangle PBC. Okay, let's check. PQB, PQB, PQB and PBC. PBC. If you see this triangle PQB, height is PQ and base is BQ, and this triangle PBC, again height is PQ. So instead of writing again the base and height, what is common height we don't write, and we write the statement ratio of areas of two triangles is equal to with equal base or with equal height. Your height is equal, so we write with equal height is equal to ratio of their corresponding bases. Okay, so your bases are not equal, so we write base upon base. Here heights are equal. So PBQ or PQB is equal to base, and PBC also we write base. Why we are not writing height? Because PQ height is the equal one. PQ is the height of PBQ also, PQ is the height of PBC as well. Simple. Reason very important. Second one, what we have to find out? Area of triangle PBC. We are doing the fifth sum of practice set 1.1. Please check that. Upon area of triangle ABC. Let's check PBC again. PBC, base BC, height PQ. ABC, base BC, height AD. So your base is common. Okay, PBC, base BC, ABC, base BC. So therefore base is common. Ratio of areas is equal to height upon height. PBC, what is the height? PQ, and ABC, what is the height? AD. Reason again, ratio of areas of two triangles with equal base is equal to the ratio of their corresponding height. Okay, the next one, area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle ADC is equal to, now ABC, base BC, height AD, and ADC, base DC, height AD. So here if you see, the heights are equal. So ABC is equal to base upon base. So base of ABC is BC, base of ADC is DC. Reason, ratio of areas of two triangles with equal height is equal to base upon base. The last part, area of triangle ADC upon area of triangle PQC. ADC, base DC, height AD, and PQC, base QC, height PQ, nothing equal. I repeat again, ADC, base height, and PQC, base height, nothing equal. So nothing equal, we write base into height, base into height. What is ADC? Base, DC, height, AD upon, what is the base? QC of PQC, and height is PQ. Reason, the first property that we did, ratio of areas of two triangles equal to ratio of product of their bases and corresponding height. See, here we have to write the full property, but here and here we can only write. Now suppose, see here, if you see BQ upon BC, here equal height, so you can write here triangles with equal height. That's all. This is allowed. You don't need to write the entire sub property which we did. Okay, and here also PQ and AD triangles with equal bases. Here BC upon DC triangles with equal height. You can directly write like this. But here you have to write the full property. Ratio of areas of two triangles equal to ratio of product of the bases and corresponding heights. Very, very important. Okay. So I hope you all understood this practice set 1.1. Please do the other sums which are balanced in this practice set, and then we can revise it in our lecture, whatever doubts you all have. Till then, bye, take care, enjoy yourself.